All right, today we are diving deep into the core ideas from a monster of a book, Tony Robbins' Money, Master the Game. So what he did was he went out and interviewed some of the greatest financial minds on the planet to basically distill all their wisdom into a simple plan for financial freedom. Let's get into what he discovered. Okay, let's kick things off with a question that really gets to the heart of why this stuff matters so much. A big survey asked thousands of baby boomers to name their #1 absolute biggest fear. What do you think they said? Spiders? Flying? You ready for this? The answer was outliving their savings. And get this, the fear of death itself came in a distant second. I mean, that tells you everything, right? It shows just how deep the anxiety around money and retirement runs for so many people. It's a really primal fear. And you know, that fear, it's not coming out of nowhere. It's because the entire landscape has shifted under our feet. The old financial playbook, the one our parents and grandparents followed, you can pretty much throw it out the window. We are living in a completely new retirement reality. For one thing, we're living way longer. Think about this. For a married couple today, there's a 50-50 shot that at least one of them will live to be 92 years old. That means your retirement could last for 30 years, maybe even more. And living longer, well, that presents a massive challenge. Data from the Center for Retirement Research shows that over half, 53%, of all American households are on a path to run out of money. They won't be able to keep up their standard of living in retirement. That is literally a coin flip for your future. So you might be thinking, well, what about the old safety nets? Good question. Right now, the average Social Security check is just about $1,300 a month. I mean, could you really live on that? Especially if you're in a big city? The truth is, it was never designed to be your entire retirement plan. So if the old rules are broken and the old safety nets are frayed, what's the answer? This is where Tony Robbins' work comes in. He spent years tracking down and interviewing over 50 financial legends. I'm talking the best of the best, to boil down their secrets into a simple 7-step blueprint that really anyone can follow. And let's be clear, he wasn't just talking to your local financial advisor. He got access to the titans, Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, who founded the world's largest hedge fund, Jack Bogle, the guy who started Vanguard. The list just goes on and on. This book is basically their collective genius, distilled.
Now, the first huge insight from all these masters isn't some hot stock tip. It's actually a mindset shift. It's about seeing finance as a game. And the key to winning any game is to first learn the rules, so you can play a game you can actually win. And you do that through the power of anticipation.
Robbins tells this great story about playing a video game against a little kid. Why does the kid always smoke him? It's not because their reflexes are better. No, it's because they've played the game 100 times. They know what's coming. They anticipate. And that's the whole point. In finance, and really in life, losers react to what's happening to them, while leaders anticipate what's coming next.
Okay, so how do you learn to anticipate? Well, you start by becoming an insider. And what that means is you have to understand the hidden forces that are quietly, silently eating away at your wealth, often without you even knowing it.
And what Robbins found time and time again is that the two biggest wealth killers are hiding in plain sight. They are the ridiculously high fees that are often buried in mutual funds, and of course, taxes. Now, to really feel the power of this, let's do a little thought experiment. Imagine you had $1 single, and by some magic, you could double it every single year for 20 years, with zero taxes. Thanks to the magic of compounding, that $1 would turn into over $1 million. It's incredible, right? The power of compounding is just mind-blowing. But of course, in the real world, the tax man shows up every single year wanting his cut. So what do you think happens to our $1 million dream once we factor in those pesky taxes? Brace yourself. If you take that same dollar over the same 20 years, but you take out a 33% tax each year before it doubles again, it grows to just over $28,000. That's a difference of over $1 million, completely vaporized by taxes. It hammers home the point. It's not what you earn, it's what you get to keep that really matters. So once you see the hidden drags on your money, the very next step is to get out of your own way. See, the masters all know that our own human psychology is usually our worst enemy when it comes to money. The solution? You have to automate your financial future. There's this whole field called behavioral economics, and they've proven over and over again that our brains consistently trick us. Our intuition is often just plain wrong, especially when we're faced with complex decisions, like finance. Here's a powerful example that has nothing to do with money: organ donation. In countries like Denmark, where the form says, check this box if you want to be a donor, an opt-out system, the donation rate is a tiny 4%. But in countries like Sweden, the form says, check this box if you don't want to be a donor, an opt-out system. The result? The donation rate skyrockets to 89%. It's the same choice, but changing the default changes everything.
Now that exact same powerful force, that human inertia, our tendency to just stick with whatever is easiest, that's what stops most people from saving and investing regularly. So the brilliant move here is to use this quirk of our own psychology for us instead of against us. Make saving the default, automate it so that money gets invested without you ever having to think about it.
So, how do you put all this together? The insider knowledge, the anticipation, the automation? Well, Robbins organizes it all into a clear, comprehensive 7-step blueprint. This is your path to financial freedom. So here they are, the 7 steps. Number 1 is about making a real decision to become an investor, not just a consumer. 2 is learning the rules, all that stuff we talked about with fees and taxes. 3 is making the game winnable for you by figuring out your specific financial goals. 4 is asset allocation, which is just a fancy way of saying how you divide up your investments. It's the most important decision you'll make. 5 is about creating a lifetime income stream so you never run out of money. 6 is about investing like the ultra-wealthy to grow your money and protect it. And finally, number 7, do it, enjoy it, and share it. That's the ultimate goal, right?
You see, it all comes back to this one powerful idea. Are you just reacting all the time? Reacting to the stock market, reacting to your bills, reacting to scary headlines? Or are you building a system based on proven principles that lets you anticipate and prepare for whatever comes your way?
So that's really the question to ask yourself. Are you reacting to your financial future, or are you ready to start anticipating it? Because the choice and all the power that comes with it is completely up to you.